A single link in a massive cargo ship's anchor chain weighs around 120 kilograms. Yes, 120. That means one person alone can't even move it. And the main anchor itself weighs more than 20,000 kilograms. Shh. Now imagine that scale. When a ship releases its anchor, it drops into the ocean, vertically. But it cannot work in a vertical position. That's where most people get it wrong. An anchor is not a brake. Ships don't stop the way cars do. Out in the ocean, wind, currents, and waves are constantly pushing the ship. So instead of stopping it instantly, the anchor acts more like a handbrake, keeping the ship in position. And no, real life isn't like the movies. You don't just drop the anchor dramatically and everything stops. The anchor chain alone weighs 30 to 40 tons, and still, that's nothing compared to the ship. A strong jerk could snap it. So first, the ship is slowed down properly. Only then the anchor is released. Before that, the crew already knows the depth of the seabed. Using an echo sounder, sound waves are sent down, and the time they take to return reveals the depth. Simple, but powerful. When the anchor reaches the seabed, the ship is moved slightly backward, forming a curve in the chain, called a catenary curve. Because again, the anchor cannot work in a vertical pole. Its design is called a stockless anchor. At the top, a ring connects the chain. Then comes the shank, leading to the crown, the heaviest part. And on both sides, flukes, adjustable up to about 30 to 35 degrees. These flukes are what actually dig in and grip the seabed. That's where the real holding power comes from. When the chain pulls, the force becomes horizontal, creating friction and locking the ship in place. But here's the catch. The seabed isn't always the same. Rock, no grip at all. Gravel, some friction, but not enough. Mud, now that's perfect. The flukes dig in, and the anchor holds strong. But if the mud is too soft, the anchor sinks deeper, sometimes too deep, and pulling it out becomes a real problem. Still, when everything is set correctly, the ship stays stable, even under strong waves and currents. The chain curve keeps adjusting, absorbing sudden forces. Now you might wonder, how does the crew know how much chain is out? Look closely. The chain has markings. Every 90 feet, colored links appear, red and white. These sections are called shots. A ship usually has 9 to 12 shots, meaning around 250 to 300 meters of chain. By counting them, the crew knows exactly how much is deployed. And there's always a perfect ratio between depth and chain length. For example, 20 meters deep. In an emergency, about 160 meters of chain may be released. Now let's clear something up. Ships do not stop instantly like in Hollywood movies. That's completely unrealistic. In emergencies, a ship cannot just brake. It can only slow down and turn. If anchors worked like brakes, Titanic would never have sunk. To slow down, the engine is reversed and rudders are adjusted to steer the ship. Now, what about pulling the anchor back up? First, the ship moves directly above the anchor. The chain becomes vertical, and since the anchor can't grip vertically, it starts loosening. If it's still stuck, the ship moves back and forth, shaking the seabed until the anchor gradually comes free. But sometimes things go wrong. Anchors can get stuck in pipelines or underwater cables. In such cases, you don't force it. International rules say, leave it behind. Yes, the entire anchor and chain. But the location is recorded, so recovery teams can retrieve it later. Now, the machine that controls all this is called the windlass. On large ships, sometimes 2 anchors are used, forming a V shape to stabilize the ship even more. This is called double point mooring. When tension builds in the chain, it's not applied directly to the windlass. That would damage it. Instead, a chain stopper takes the load. When it's time to lift, the stopper is released, the clutch engages, and the motor powers the gypsy wheel, which pulls the chain up and stores it inside the ship. And that is how a massive cargo ship stays perfectly stable in the middle of the ocean.